These guys are always messing around. Wait, was there someone behind me? Never mind.
You can never tell what's real.
Okay, just a little fix and... What? Oh, come on, not again. I better hurry. Alright, it looks finally done. Now we need to... Oh no, something's missing. But how? Who's playing with me? What? Am I going crazy? I don't understand. Alright, let's just get this started. No way! It's really working! I'm the best engineer! What? Oh no!
Are you ready to run for your life?
Holy macaroni! Oops, forget about this.
Don't run off from me!
Where are you, player?
Whoa!
What the?
Is he behind me? That's kind of funny.
I can't even move!
He's so big he can't even walk. Now who's laughing? Whoa, whoa! Where is he? No! Wait, please don't do that!
Don't do that!
Who are you?
I'm his best friend!
Okay, don't worry, I'm not gonna do anything. You have my word.
Okay, that sounds fine for us.
Great, we are at peace now. Okay, I'll go. Bye.
Did you see his eyes?
Yeah! Hey! Are you feeling okay, buddy?
You two remind me of my past. I was a little boy just like you guys. I loved to play with my little car, but for no reason there were always a group of bullies who always tried to make me feel bad. They took my things from my hands and thought that was funny, and also made fun of my big ears and my whole appearance. I didn't like to be reminded of it. It was a cruel and violent time on my life. I just couldn't do anything but run away from them. Even when I tried to hide from them, they always figured out where I was. But one time, my big queen Celia stopped us. Obviously, they laughed at her, arguing that she was really small. But she knew how to resolve things, so the bullies left us alone. She closed to me with my toy. She had recovered it for me. That was a victory for the family team. She really knew how to deal with this kind of conflicts. Celia was older than me, so she was in another class. I was really scared. How would I confront those bullies without her? I needed a plan to disguise myself so they couldn't find me. I must say, I was creative because they didn't recognize me at all. It was a success. Even a classmate didn't recognize me. And she looked at me and I fell into pieces. My heart was really convinced she was my first love. I tried everything to talk to her and stay close to her. But as always, there was someone who ruined my plans. When she saw my ears, I was done. I didn't realize that I was hiding them. I was sad. Everyone in the class was laughing at me and saying cruel things. So when the teacher arrived, I showed him how cruel they were with me. But guess what? He also laughed at me. Can you believe it? I was really sad. Nobody could understand my feelings. My big queen Celia tried to say hi, but I ran away. Suddenly, she found a strange but nice invitation. She thought it was perfect for us, so she immediately started to look for me. When I was getting into a deep sadness, she appeared and showed me the invitation. She said the monsters there were a really good company, and we had to go try it out. I thought, well, maybe it's a good idea. I could imagine a beautiful world with those monsters, without cruelty and pain. We were really happy with this new project. But suddenly the bullies appeared. She tried to confront them, but this time they were more than before. Poor girl, that was so unfair. But her courage showed me that she was the most brave person in the world. I couldn't see anything. I thought the worst, but she won the fight. She had some injuries on her body, but said to me that don't worry, she was okay. I didn't like the way she was exposed to that pain because of me, but all the feelings were cleared and Banban Garden appeared in front of us. It was perfect. When we arrived to the kindergarten, we asked to enter that place. The monster on the door, Banban, was nice with us and said of course you can come in. So we immediately explored the place, but the monsters we saw seemed to be scared. That was strange. Then Banban came with us with a contract to sign. If we would sign, we will have a lot of benefits on the place. I signed, but my Queenbone Sela had her doubts. And Banban didn't like that. I begged for her to sign it, but I didn't realize Banban was threatening her. Finally, she accepted, but she was still insecure about the place and the people. I couldn't see any of those things. Everything was fine to me on that place. But suddenly, we were caught by the bullies. They were also there. Banban ordered to take us to the lab. They separated us. We were really scared and didn't know what would happen. Suddenly, our bodies started to change. We became monsters. They transformed every single part of our essence. It was tragic. We were like objects for the place, and things weren't about to change. Everyone still laughed at me. All my fantasies had been ruined, and I wanted revenge. I was evil at this point, and I was full of angry and bad feelings. That's why I was chasing on you. Sorry. I have to go.
No! Don't go, friend!
Are you serious?
Yeah, come with us!
You're a prisoner now!
Just this time!
It was enough! Let him free!
Oh, please! Take them out of here! Bye-bye, kids! Let's go!
I never thought this was
Hi,
coming.
nice to meet you. Please don't be sad. Look, I'm like Banban. See?
Oh!
You want it?
Huh? Oh, Queenbone Sela,
What?
it's me!
Look at you!
Oh, I can't do it. My arms are really small, but my nose isn't. Oh, what is this?
No!
Bye-bye, monsters! Time to die!
I cannot reach it!
Look, use this.
Oh, thanks! But it doesn't work either.
This is our end. Huh? I know what to do.
What are you gonna... Oh, you're close! Yes! You made it, boy! Good job!
You didn't catch with my cunningness! Please don't!
You set him free!
Sure, why not? Are you ready?
Hey? Yay! We're finally together!
We're finally together.
We made it!
Oh, you look kind of ashamed.
Don't tease me!
Come on,
Let's hug! If you're still running, I'm gonna
It's
kill
not my
you!
fault, let me explain!
I only accept apologies when they're
Please, somebody help! Ouch! This wasn't here yesterday!
You won't get away with it, evil boy! You'll pay for everything you damaged to me! I'm gonna eat you!
I don't think I taste any good!
Stop right there, Super Snake! I won't allow this murder! A basketball? You really don't know how to hurt somebody! Oh yeah? Then take this! Oh jeez! That was helpful!
Right this way! We'll be safe in here!
My head! I'm feeling on this pain! They'll pay for this! Oh! Okay, it's closed! But I was wondering, why is she so upset with you?
Alright, I guess it's about time I tell you the whole story. Back then, there was this kid who suffered bullying from the worst kids in the class. Whenever he tried hiding from them, they would always find him. Even the professor would always misunderstand the situation. He always thought player wasted his time, but it wasn't true at all. Poor player, he was really unlucky. And all the teachers in his class would never side with him. No matter what he tried to do, he would always make himself the laughingstock. The bullies really enjoyed his suffering, even though they weren't very bright. But that's a story for another day. They were always messing with him. and he always had to tolerate with that bad behavior. Always trying to hold it in, always trying to forget. But sometimes he got really upset. He would stand up and scream at the top of his lungs. But when this happened, the professor would always call his attention and put him on detention. Even though Player always tried to defend himself, the professor never wanted to understand. He thought those kids were angels, but that was far from the truth, and nobody but Player really saw their true colors. This would always put Player on a tough spot. The teacher sent him home with a warning for his parents. And again, the bullies had their laugh. He couldn't really do anything, just be sad and try to explain to his parents. But his mother would always scream about his egg. She didn't really know how to punish Player, so she took his egg and threw it in the trash. He was really sad. The only thing he cared about was dead. It was the saddest day in his life. But suddenly, a little snake came over the trash. It seemed lost, like it was looking for its parents. When it came around Player, he was really amazed. The little snake had remembered that Player took care of him when he was just an egg. Both of them were really happy. Those days really felt like the best. In fact, that was Player's favorite day ever. They would always enjoy playing and eating together. But of course, the little snake started to grow, and so did its strength. Player needed to become stronger than before, so he could play with the little snake. And the snake would always grow and grow until it became a big one. A really big one, in fact. He needed to continue going to school, but, well, things hadn't changed at all. The bullies were still there. And of course, it was Player's role to suffer all the pain. But not this time. The little big snake came for Player's rescue. The bullies got really scared when they saw the big snake. Quickly, the tables turned, and the bullies knew they wouldn't get away with it. Not this time around. The big snake gave them what they deserved, and more, and more! I guess, more than it should have. And that's when I come into the story. I saw the whole thing. I noticed the bullies were still trying to get Player. But from that point forwards, the little snake was always watching them, really close. The bullies understood and suddenly changed their intentions. They were a little confused, but the snake was good with them. As long as they would cooperate, of course. The teacher didn't want to make an effort to read the works of his students. He just took them all and disapproved them. So when Player gave him his exam, the teacher got really mad out of nowhere and made a really big scene about something irrelevant. When he was about to dismiss his work, the teacher saw the big snake and got really scared. If he didn't do his job as a teacher, he would get fired. On the other hand, he would probably get smashed into bits by a really big snake. So then, he decided to approve Player. Player was really happy about his new grades. He said thanks to his teacher, but little did he know, the snake wanted more. It even made the teacher start bullying his other students. Very quickly, the snake started to run things around the class. Everyone would obey it without hesitation. This is when I got really interested by the snake. I would always watch over it. When things started to change, and his grades were better than ever, his mom got really happy. That was a really happy time for Player too. The snake was smiling. It knew it was all thanks to her. But suddenly, a net caught the snake by surprise. Player was really happy with his life now, and his body and heart knew it. This is when he began to wonder about the snake's whereabouts. The boy started looking for the snake, but he couldn't find it. He started to get worried, because the snake was nowhere to be found. I knew what I was doing, but the snake was really scared because it didn't understand anything. I remember it was quite desperate at first. When the snake saw me, I introduced myself and started to explain what the plan required. The next step required something bigger, something even more powerful. But the snake didn't want to do it, so I didn't let her have a choice. I wanted to start my evil project. It was a tragedy for her, but the experiment stopped and her ears started growing. I have never seen something like that before. I thought that something might have went wrong while I was wondering what it could be. The snake was already in front of me, really angry. I decided to escape from the snake. When I was trying to explain that it wasn't my intention, she didn't want to understand. She was mad and furious. I was exhausted. She said that I didn't have any escape until that point. She was mad because I took her away from her precious friend. I was lost until you came around. And that's the story. At least we're safe, right?
I'm really angry with you, Banban! You almost ruined the friendship! There you are! Oh no, she discovered this! Okay, Banban, say your last word!
Why do my projects always fail?
Why don't you come back home? There's cake on the fridge.
That boy is playing!
Hey, I finally found you.
You are here because of me? I don't know what to say!
Talking about that, whoa! Your ears are really interesting now. It kinda looks good on
Do
you.
you really think so?
Of course I do. You're my best friend.
Okay, my work here is done. It was my best idea. Ouch!